When you're going fast, even a split-second discrepancy can lead to a dramatic upheaval. Following a tumultuous race at Texas Motor Speedway, NASCAR's stringent enforcement has left several teams scrambling as key crew members face suspensions for a range of infractions. With the Talladega Superspeedway race looming, how will these teams adapt? What are the broader implications of these suspensions on future races and the integrity of the sport? Stay tuned to NASCAR Zone. But before we jump, hit that subscribe button. In NASCAR, adherence to safety and regulatory standards is paramount, not only for the fairness of competition, but also for the safety of everyone involved. This was clearly demonstrated in the recent events at Texas Motor Speedway, where the sport's governing body took decisive action following the race. NASCAR's commitment to stringent regulations was underscored when it suspended 7 crew members for various infractions that were identified during the post-race inspections. The race at Texas Motor Speedway, known for its high speeds and intense competition, concluded with more than just the usual rankings and point tallies. The aftermath of the race saw a significant enforcement action by NASCAR as it imposed suspensions on several team members across different teams and racing series. These suspensions were for violations ranging from improper use of safety gear to more serious infractions like a loose tire during the race, highlighting the rigorous standards NASCAR maintains to ensure the integrity and safety of its events. The implications of these suspensions are profound, affecting crew configurations, team strategies, and possibly the outcome of future races. This incident not only reflects the strict enforcement and rules of NASCAR, but also serves as a reminder of the critical nature of compliance in a sport where the difference between safety and danger can be a matter of seconds, and where regulations are as integral as the race itself. NASCAR's rigorous enforcement of its rulebook was evident in the recent suspensions handed down to 7 crew members following the race at Texas Motor Speedway. These suspensions were due to violations of safety protocols and race-related infractions, reflecting NASCAR's unwavering commitment to safety and fair play. Protective gear violations. 4 crew members were penalized for not adhering to the NASCAR rulebook, sections 14.1.2 A, B, and D, which dictate the specific requirements for protective clothing and equipment. These sections ensure that all safety gear worn by crew members is maintained and used according to the manufacturer's guidelines, crucial for preventing injuries. Zachary Yeager, a tire carrier for Chris Buescher in the NASCAR Cup Series, was found using improper gloves, compromising hand protection, which is vital during the high-speed tire changes and pit stops. Jacob Holmes, also a tire carrier but for Christopher Bell in the NCS, alongside Doug Warwick, the jackman for Austin Hill in the NCS, were both penalized for using helmets that did not meet NASCAR's safety standards. This equipment is critical in protecting crew members from head injuries during the chaotic involvement on pit road. Brandon Harder, serving as a fueler for Brandon Jones in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, wore an improper apron, an essential piece of gear that provides a barrier against potential fuel spills and burns. These crew members will miss the upcoming race weekend at Talladega Superspeedway, necessitating adjustments in their respective teams' pit crew lineups. Additionally, 2 other crew members face suspensions due to a critical race-related incident. Brandon Johnson, jackman, and Calvin Teague, rear tire changer, were suspended for 2 races following an incident where a tire came off Kyle Larson's car during the race. Such incidents pose significant safety risk on the track and can lead to severe penalties from NASCAR. The suspensions of Johnson and Teague will have direct implications for their team's performance at the upcoming races at Talladega Superspeedway and Kansas Speedway. The absence of key pit crew members could affect pit stop efficiency and overall race strategy, potentially impacting the team's competitive edge and outcomes in critical moments of the season. Through these actions, NASCAR not only reinforces the importance of safety, but also ensures that all teams comply strictly with the established regulations, maintaining the integrity and fairness of the competition. Following the suspension of key crew members, NASCAR teams face the immediate challenge of restructuring their pit crews to maintain performance levels for the upcoming Talladega Superspeedway race. The adjustments were crucial not only to fill the gaps left by the suspended members, but also to ensure that the teams remain compliant with NASCAR safety and performance standards. Wait, before we cover this, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for each update. The teams affected by the suspensions moved quickly to reorganize their pit crews. Zachary Yeager, Jacob Holmes, Doug Warwick, and Brandon Harder were key operational members for their respective teams. Their roles as tire carriers, jackman, and fueler are critical during pit stops, requiring immediate and proficient replacements to avoid performance drop-offs. Brandon Johnson and Calvin Teague, involved in the tire incident with Kyle Larson's car, necessitated strategic substitutions not just for their mechanical roles, but also to preserve team dynamics and pit stop efficiency. For Larson's team, the adjustments were particularly strategic. Eric Ludwig and Mike Moss, who usually pit for Corey LaJoie, were tapped by Hendrick Motorsports to replace Johnson and Teague. This move leverages experienced crew members who can seamlessly integrate into Larson's team, minimizing the impact of the suspensions. Donovan Williams and Dawson Backus, stepping in for Ludwig and Moss, would take over the responsibilities at LaJoie's pit. Williams was previously the jackman for Garrett Smithley's team in the Xfinity Series, and Backus served as the rear tire changer for Brandon Jones, indicating a reshuffle that utilizes seasoned crew members from within the broader NASCAR ecosystem. Due to the suspensions for safety gear and race-related infractions, NASCAR also issued several other penalties and fines for different violations, further underscoring the organization's strict regulatory standards aimed at ensuring the highest levels of competition integrity and participant safety. Nick Covey, the jackman for Austin Dillon, received an indefinite suspension under NASCAR's substance abuse policy. This decision highlights the sport's zero-tolerance approach to substance misuse, emphasizing the importance of safety and fairness within the sport. Covey's suspension serves as a critical reminder of the personal and professional responsibilities held by each team member. NASCAR enforced fines against several crew chiefs for technical infractions involving their vehicles. Specifically, the infractions were related to loose lug nuts found during post-race inspections, which can pose significant safety risk on the track. The crew chiefs fined included Philip Bell from the number 9 Xfinity Series team with Brandon Jones and Patrick Donahue from the number 48 Xfinity Series team with Parker Kligerman, each penalized $5,000. Additionally, Chris Carrier from the number 75 Craftsman Truck Series team with Stefan Parsons was not only fined $5,000, but also suspended for one race. These fines and the additional suspension reflect NASCAR's meticulous attention to vehicle maintenance standards, which are crucial for ensuring the mechanical integrity and safety of the racing experience. Alright, that's pretty much it for this video. Hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one.